Should be live. Find out in just a second.
100.
Oh. Sorry about that. Alright. Let's just make sure everything's running good. Okay. So we've got a lot of stuff to talk about in this video. Ton of different things going on. We have the Thorchain hack, which just happened. We're going to scroll down here. Clover Finance was just listed on Coinbase Pro. We're going to look at that. Find out a little bit more about that protocol. I think the Thorchain hack actually recently had a hack not too long ago, maybe about a week before this most recent one, with like 7.6 million in crypto assets. I guess it was roughly 4,000 ETH that was lost in this hack. It's definitely becoming a bit concerning for Thorchain. It's good that they're transparent with everything, but at the same time, all of these hacks coming on their network is definitely not boding well for their overall technicals. Yeah, now we have Jack Dorsey also talking about doing DeFi on Bitcoin, which is kind of similar to some protocols like Stacks, which are already doing that. We've got Flare considering adding Bitcoin to their network. Yeah, so we've got a ton of stuff to talk about. But the first thing here is just look at general market, see what's going on here. Yeah. Now, one of the things to keep in mind here is that we're still crabbing for the most part. Nothing really huge is going on. Nothing really huge probably will go on for some time. There will be probably about a month or so until a lot of these big updates and big upgrades come out to these projects, the ones we all know about the most, like Cardano, Polkadot, Ethereum, whatnot. Also, if you do want to catch the stream on any other platforms like Odyssey or Theta, you can see the link for the Theta stream as well as the Odyssey link in the description of this video if you're on YouTube. And also, if anybody wants to join the Discord, just started that up and we're growing that out now, so you guys can hop in here. There should be a link on the channel for that. Now, back to some of the things going on with the news here. We're going to start here with the Thorchain hack. Yeah, so like I said, they've lost about $7.6 million in the ChaosNet exploit. And it looks like, I guess, offers hacker a bounty to return the funds. So they're actually trying to get the funds returned in some way. We'll see if that actually ends up happening. Sometimes with these hacks, they're like white hacks or white hat hacker hacks. So, you know, sometimes they're just looking for exploits in the protocol to improve the blockchain and not necessarily to come away with a ton of funds, but sometimes they might return some. You know, it all depends. Yeah, so now we have Thorchain estimating 13,000 ETH worth 25.1 million have been stolen, down to 4,000. Okay, yeah, so I guess it's not fully known how much was lost, but I guess we'll find out for sure in the upcoming days or weeks. Now, for everybody who is into Thorchain right now, they're down about 12%. And they're down like $4, so they're definitely struggling a lot right now. So I don't know if they're going to fully recover. Like, normally anytime like a hack like this happens, you know, there ends up being like actually a pretty decent recovery, but obviously they've had multiple now, so we're really just going to have to find out and see in the future if, you know, this is going to be something that really impacts them. But definitely something like this to happen in a bear market is definitely not good for a project that can really push it down. But they're obviously a higher cap project with over $1 billion in it, so yeah. But coming back over to what they're planning to do, they are in the middle of a recovery phase. I think they already came out with a fix. They made a pull request for it, so we'll see how quick that comes out. But for anybody that's in Thorchain, this kind of sucks. but they still have a ton of really good things going for them, except for the fact that they keep getting hacked in some way. Okay, so that probably covers it really for Thorchain, unless anybody has any questions or anything to comment on that in the chat. Now, I did just see that Clover Finance is listed on Coinbase now. So this is kind of out of nowhere here. For anybody familiar with Clover Finance, they're not that big of a project. They're another DeFi protocol, and Coinbase has kind of just been listing things like crazy recently. But it's interesting to see this because Sakura, which is or Sakura, however you might say it, that is one of the Kusama crowd loan projects or parachains, or potential parachains, which probably will get a parachain since I think there's like 100 slots. So Clover is the Polkadot version. So it's interesting to see them getting listed on Coinbase already. I think projects like Akala and Moonbeam, if they were already like live and could be traded, they would already be listed on Coinbase as well. But yeah, this is an interesting project to definitely look into and to check out. Especially if you are looking to gear up on Polkadot projects before their mainnet comes out. And you can see a lot of their partners down here. A lot of common partners like the Graph and Chainlink, Polygon, Injective Protocol. A lot of these interoperable blockchains, of course. Parsec. Phantom seems to be partnering up with like everything nowadays too. Yeah, so like I said before, Sakura, which if we come over to, let's see if we come over to Kusama's Twitter page. Hey, what's up? Think before you speak. If we come over to Kusama's Twitter page here, we might be able to see what's going on right now with the parachains. Kind of some of the updates. It doesn't look like... I know Fala just won one, or Kala, I should say. They're the 5th parachain. Now, I don't know where the updated rankings or runnings are. If we come over to maybe, I don't know, if we just go over to like Clover's, might be better to go like Sakura's, but Clover Finance. Let's go here and let's see if they talk about it. They might just be mostly talking about their exchange listings, which they just had. I guess they got listed on KuCoin as well. Not Bitcoin, yeah, honestly. Check AVAX, please. Yeah, we can look at AVAX. Okay. Yeah, so I did want to real quick just find out the current runnings for the Kusama crowd loan. Let's just look up Kusama crowd. Just to see where everything's ranked right now. I won't spend too much time looking for it if I can't find it. Okay. If this is any indicator, then yeah, okay, so it looks like these were the ones that were completed. Okay, so it looks like Sakura is not too far off from getting a parachain slot. They very likely will get one. It looks like they're going to be, what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, anywhere between like probably like 10 to 12 in terms of crowd loan. Hexcoin market cap, it isn't there. What's this about censorship of top 10? I'm not sure. Is it not on Coin Market Cap or CoinGecko? Anyway, yeah, so it's interesting to see Clover Finance being listed on all these centralized exchanges. It looks like Polkadot's starting to get a little bit more love from them, as Polkadot just got recently listed on Coinbase as well, which was long overdue in my opinion. But yeah, we can come over and look at AVAX now. So I've definitely heard about AVAX before. I know that they had like a whole double spend, and that absolutely killed them from their peak. And they never really recovered from that. They were just real choppy, I guess, during the bull run. Big ups and downs, and then, you know, of course, like every other coin, they're really just trailing off. But they were looking like fantastic during when they had their big run up. They were looking. I mean, I think that they were almost like within like the top 15 or 10 when they were at their peak. In terms of cryptocurrencies, it might have been up in the 20s, but even so, yeah. And they had like there was a lot of hype surrounding Pangolin for a second. I think a lot of people thought like maybe Pangolin would pop off because that was I think the DEX for AVAX. I mean, I guess like Pangolin's not doing terrible either, but you know, yeah, I guess like they probably like launched like at a crazy price or whatever, 94% from that. Anyway, yeah, we can head over to AVAX's website. I know that like there's supposed to be like another really like fast and scalable proof of stake blockchain. Um, I'm not too familiar with their tech or what sets them apart from other proof of stake blockchains. Admittedly, I've looked into other projects a little bit more, like Elrond, Cardano, Polkadot, Solana. I've even probably looked into Solana a little bit more than AVAX. We can check out their ecosystem here. Let's see what types of things are being built on top of their blockchain here, or in unison. Okay, so partnered up with Anchor. They have an Explorer. Okay, so they have a bridge to Ethereum. I guess this is their launch. I wonder if there's a, a token for their launchpad. Scan, Bifrost. Cartesi. Oh, they're partnered up with Covalent. Yeah, I think Covalent is actually one of those blockchains that I think they either have AVAX pending or they already have them kind of integrated with their protocol or their API. I haven't seen Frontier in a while or anything. It looks like they really do have like a ton of partners. Yeah, this is Pangolin, the decentralized exchange for AVAX we were just talking about. Reef, Ren, Graph. Yeah. Is the world a big ring CT signature? I don't know. You tell me. All right, let's see. Solutions. Build on Avalanche to create powerful, reliable, and secure applications in custom private or public blockchain networks with complex rule sets. Okay, so centralized finance, asset issuance, AMMs, borrowing and lending, indexes, derivatives, insurance, peer-to-peer payments, prediction markets, stablecoins. Let's see how AVAX's activity on Twitter is. Okay, so we've actually got like just 4 hours ago they have an ecosystem post about all the projects in their ecosystem, and we were just looking at a lot of them. So this might have some updated ones that aren't on their website, but obviously this is really just showing logos more than like the names of them. So let's follow AVAX. Yeah. So do you have any? If you have any like specific things that are coming out for AVAX, or any big news surrounding the project, any big updates, let me know and we can look at that. Other than that, though, I don't really want to go through like a whole white paper or anything like that in the middle of a stream. But yeah, if you got some cool updates coming, just let me know. Or if there are cool updates coming for the project. Let's see if, real quick, we've got anything big going on for in the news at all. More so I want to look at certain tokens. Yeah, okay, so I don't know if this burn happened yet for BNB. Probably nothing that isn't already really just kind of out to date over here yet. Yeah, okay. Nothing really big, I guess, for any tokens for the most part. I guess for those familiar with Harmony, this may be big. I'm not sure. It looks like BoonDX also has a token burn coming up. So, do you know R's point of sale tech? No, but I actually I've worked on point of sale systems as a software developer before, so I'd be interested to learn more about it. Okay, yeah. So I just want to come back over to some of the other things I wanted to cover specifically. Anytime if somebody wants to look at a certain token, comment the token or comment some things that are coming out for it, and we'll look into that. Look into things coming out for it, some specifics about that blockchain, anything unique to it, and all different things like that. So just leave a comment for that. It's where if any pay point accepts crypto, the wallet automatic swaps to the crypto of choice like Bitcoin and then transacts blind. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think atomic swaps, when they are a bit more mainstreamed, are going to be really useful. But right now, I still feel like they're very underutilized and very under the radar, and we'll see. Yeah, so I did see this recently. Decentralized application on Facebook's Diem blockchain is partnering with Polkadot. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Diem, that's like I said, the Facebook blockchain that I think they've been working on for a while now and trying to build out. I don't know how successful that's going to end up being, but let's see what this project actually is called that's partnering up with Polkadot. I guess Pontum. The partnership will help improve current, or Pink Node provides reliable. What's the token? A Pink Node. Okay. I don't know if it's Pink Node or Pontum is which one's which, but okay. Connect their dApps through Kusama, while Pontum and Pink Node's teams could provide critical infrastructure for Web3 purposes. 4.5 million in seed investments for the project to allow interoperable features developed in its ecosystem to be accessible through the Diem blockchain. The project also recently hired new staff, including... Yeah, so I guess Facebook's planning to launch Diem sometime in 2021. That's interesting. This might go under the radar for some time. And we'll see what happens with that. Was this supposed to be a stable coin? Or just a good long... Okay, now. It's going to have stable coins on it. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Facebook and Diem, everything like that. I think I've heard rumors about Amazon potentially trying to build out their own blockchain as well. Yeah, so there's an update again for Cardano here with Alonzo development. I think that's coming along pretty good. So we might see smart contracts on Cardano really soon. Like, you could see within a month. That'd be pretty crazy. And like I mentioned earlier in the stream, you got Square is talking about potentially doing things like trying to do DeFi on Bitcoin, as well as like I did this in a previous video. Square's talking about doing a hardware wallet for Bitcoin as well, like Ledger and Trezor. So Jack Dorsey and all of his companies are really trying to get involved in Bitcoin in various ways. So we'll see what comes of that. And then you can also see that Flare is now talking about adding FBTC. You know, they have like things like XRP, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Stellar, different assets like that that's already supported on their network. But I guess their governance, they can add Bitcoin, which I'm assuming will be added to their protocol. And they're talking about being able to use Bitcoin, their network, as like an alternative to Lightning in a trustless way. So I don't know. We'll see what comes of that. We're going to see just how much value Flare holds when it actually launches. There's a lot of hype for the project, but we'll see what comes of it. Yeah, and then you got things like some quick little things like Germany's third largest bank now for saving plans involving crypto. Now the mayor of city of Jackson, um, which I'm assuming is that's in Tennessee. Okay, that's interesting. That'd be pretty cool. Cities blockchain talking about paying property tax in BTC, which would be really cool. And I know in Tennessee at least, I'm pretty sure property taxes there are really low. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see if people would actually do it. I think people would only do it if they didn't get taxed on their Bitcoin through having to pay property taxes. Otherwise, like it's pretty pointless, I guess. Or not like fully pointless, but kind of. Yeah. Okay. So now, in terms of trending tokens right now, I don't think there's really too. I mean, a lot of them are pretty similar over on CoinGecko. CoinMarketCap is almost always flooded with like scam coins now. Axie Infinity has continued to crush, and we'll see how long that continues on for. Yeah. Looks like it's down pretty big today, though. We'll see what happens. Osmo is popping off. Osmo. Like osmosis? Is that? Yeah. Is it? I guess in the past. Well, I guess it went up pretty big earlier today and then kind of crashed back down. I don't know about the 7-day. Oh, well. I guess not on the 7-day really too much either. Yeah, I know osmosis, right? Like that. I don't. That recently kind of launched, right? I could be wrong about that, but on Cosmos. Whatever their Twitter. Yeah. Just fun returns. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how crazy the returns are on there. Maybe you can shed some light on that. Yeah, for anybody that's not really into DeFi or has never used DeFi before, during times like this, when the market's really like sideways and the gas fees really aren't too crazy, it's not a bad idea to maybe start experimenting in DeFi at all. Let's see what's up in the 100 to 200 here. Yeah, I don't know what Ohm is though, but I know that's up and it's trending as well. Let's go here. Another DeFi protocol. Tiger King coin is pumping right now. Can you check the chart? Alright, it sounds like a scam coin, but sure. Let's see if it's on yeah. What does it do? Is it another one of those deflationary things? I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like that stuff's mostly kind of like a waste of time, but I don't know. I don't really know what the project does. I think Scala is a pretty hidden gem. Loves to interconnect things, yet it's still tiny. XLA. Yeah, it's pretty low market cap. Only like 3 million. Could be kind of dead, honestly, but we'll see what happens. I don't know how long ago it came out. It's on Trade Ogre, so it's really not on many exchanges. You can really do BTC and LTC pairs. Okay, it's based off crypto note. That's pretty cool. I guess they have a payment system too. Do they not have the supply? I guess I don't know. Where do you guys come from with like these meme coins? I don't even understand. Like, I'm so like I just can't even like fathom the whole like hyping up certain like meme coins. Like I get like hyping up projects that you're passionate about and you believe in, or you're like heavily invested in, or something like that. But like, I don't know. What does Tiger King do, right? Cutcoin has been holding well during this bearish time. I don't know what Cutcoin is. Let's look at it. Yeah, I guess it really hasn't done too bad. I mean, in comparison to other things, it's done pretty well, I guess. If it's on, really only looking like it's on Trade Ogre, makes me assume it's just like a privacy coin of some form, but I'm not sure. Let's look at it. Concealed untraceable transactions. Yes, my assumptions were right. Okay. This Tiger King stuff is silly. Okay, so they're doing like a BSC bridge. What is the purpose of Cutcoin? Advances in cryptography to allow anonymous transactions while balances transaction amount. So the Tiger King token is all based off of when season 2 comes out and movies come out for Tiger King. At some point, this world just kind of has to like have like some form of like a, I don't know, like things are getting so ridiculous. Our innovative proof of stake consensus is the first in history to keep the total amount of coins even in, well, it's completely concealed. Okay. Is the first crypto note based proof of stake coin? I think Oxen's based off of crypto note and their proof of stake, but I think they started out as proof of work. So Wild Narrow is kind of cheap right now considering its previous all-time high. Could be good. I mean, yeah, I have no problem with people getting into Wild Narrow either, just because like, you know, that was all the way up at like $2 at one point. Big old dump down, only on Trade Ogre, and it's a privacy-centric meme coin. So, look where Doge and Shiba at, baby. So if Matt Walsh, I don't know. I mean, if the Tiger King coin explodes, I don't know what. I mean, yeah, I know. I looked at the chart. I saw it's up 16%, but I don't doubt that it'll go up to like 100%. Or it's just like I can't. I don't know. It's too hard for me to justify throwing money in something like that, because then I look at Dogecoin and I'm like, I would be absolutely like, if I had stored all my money in Dogecoin during this whole thing, I'd be like, but if I'd stored it in something like Bitcoin or Monero or Ethereum, I'd feel pretty good, like, because I still believe in their future. I feel like at any moment Dogecoin could just kind of trail off and die. So I don't know. Maybe these other meme coins will continue to do well. I don't know about in a bear market, but maybe. I get there's a market for meme coins. I don't doubt it. Obviously NFTs do well, but I'm not in 100% either, just 15 to 20%. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard, like, investing all of your, like, investing based off of entirely just hype just seems like kind of like a bit of a dangerous thing to do, because there's nothing like really fundamental, I feel like, behind it. I mean, I guess like the one thing you could have going for it is like just past like performances of certain meme coins, but even so, like, I don't know how good of an indicator that is. Yeah, so let's see. I think we could do maybe like 10 more minutes on the stream. It's been a pretty laid back and chill stream. Figure I'd do it on the weekend here. Yes, very risky, but I got in it. A very low number. Any other new projects you would recommend to look at? Yeah, if you're like, if you want to look at some serious lower cap altcoins, like if you're really only into lower cap altcoins, I always recommend Darrow to everyone. I think that's definitely a project you want to get into. I recommend. I like Oxen. It's another privacy-based token that's lower cap. Trying to think. Top of my head. If you're looking for like more like higher cap tokens, but that still have a ton of potential, I think something like Stacks is a great one to look into. Let's see. What else? Obviously, I always recommend just to like definitely do at least a sizable chunk of your investment into Bitcoin, Cardano, Polkadot, Ethereum, Monero as well. Lower cap though. Aside from the ones I already mentioned, Pirate Chain. If you're not familiar with that, I guess they're a little bit bigger of a cap, but they're about like 120, I think. You can check those out. You can check them out. A low cap NFT project that I'm interested in, I think, is a good play is Rarible for the long run potentially. If you think NFTs are going to come back. What do you think about citing? Why is everybody at the show meme coins? I don't know. I mean, I'm always fine with giving everything one look. But I really wish this wasn't what crypto a lot of it was, but I get it. I don't know. What is it other than just another meme coin? It's community managed promoted token, 2% of every buy redistributed between holders. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the story. Which one would you buy as a small investor? Oxen or Darrow, was it called? I'll look into them. Thanks and good night, brother. Not so many people interact with chat like this. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, meme coins are meme coins. I just can't get into it too much. I mean, I'll look at them, I guess. But yeah, I mean, personally, if I was to be putting money, I mean, I can't tell you exactly what to do with your money, but if I was to be putting something in there, I personally like to put more money into Darrow over Oxen, especially now, because Darrow has a ton of stuff coming out for quarter 3 and Q4. And the Crypto Vigilante just backed them, and their community is really cool. But that's not to put any knocks against Oxen. Oxen has some really cool stuff coming. They're considering doing private stable coins. They have like a whole private decentralized onion router already. They have a decentralized private messaging app which doesn't store any of your data called Session, pretty sure. So yeah, you could check both of those projects out. Yeah. If anybody else has any other things to, or any other tokens to talk about, we can look at those. And yeah, I did see your comment about Ohm or Olympus. Hey Lucy. Yeah, I don't really know what they do. I did go on the website for a quick second before I think someone had mentioned something, but centralized reserve currency. Let's go into their app. I always wonder how many people actually vote on these governance things for staking protocols. I feel like it mostly has to just be like big investors and developers for the most part. I really don't know how many people get that involved in these things. And obviously they're only going to vote for things that are like good for, of course, current shareholders. So, and ultimately that may also, of course, just be good things for the project as well. I wouldn't doubt that, but that's sometimes like one of my like concerns a bit with like proof of stake protocols. But I don't know. What are you gonna do? Sometimes you can get a little bit, like when they're in the middle of a bear market. Because I think we can definitely consider what we're currently in, kind of that. It can get a little bit dull to look at certain things. If you're mostly just interested in like, obviously prices going up, and of course we all want that, in a sense, right? But now is really the time to just do a lot of research on projects that you really believe have a future. And if you can get into like a really low cap token that like you really believe has a future, I think that's a really good idea to do. You may see a purge that happens in all of these, in this whole crypto space, where a lot of tokens end up kind of dying. That's only natural. And you might even potentially be invested in some of those. I have a couple altcoin holdings where, I don't know, like there's a couple altcoins where I'm like, I don't have like a ton of money in them, but I always think like, you know, are they ever going to really fully recover back to where they were? I think a lot of them will, but there's some where I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Like for example, like, I mean, just any of these meme tokens that people are talking about, are all of them going to recover? Definitely not. Are some of them? Maybe. Maybe. We'll have to see. It's definitely concerning to see something like Polkadot down 24% over the week. I can't believe how poor Polkadot has been performing during this whole span. It's actually crazy to me. When they dropped hard. You know, like 75% in comparison to Cardano. That's like absurd to me, because Cardano only dropped 52% from their all-time high. So yeah, that's crazy. Even if XRP down, they're down 82%. But that's their all-time high from all the way back then. We'd rather know their all-time high from this bull market. $1.84. Yeah, so they're not down. Like, I guess they're down like what, like maybe like 75% or something like that. So I guess yeah, pretty big amount as well. But yeah, anyway, I'm probably gonna cut this stream a little bit shorter here, just because there wasn't too many interesting things going on in the market, and I didn't have too many tokens to really cover in this video. Gotta prepare to put out some more videos on certain things. But yeah, if you guys do want to follow the channel over on Odyssey, you can do that. Or you can support the channel on Twitter and different things like that. But yeah, okay. I'll see you guys in the next video.